Most of the time you get an apprentice that comes to the nursery and the children end up just falling in love with them. I also think they're a massive help to the staff team.
There will always be one moment at least in a day where you laugh and go, this is really wonderful.
When working with children, it doesn't feel like work because they're always doing something that will make you laugh and they're always funny.
You've taken care of that child and they go home happy.
They come to us as this little seed and we get to watch them develop, and we know that we're helping them become who they're going to be.
Working with children is something that I really love, is something to look forward to every day.
We are always looking for apprentices. We feel like they're the future for us as a company. You're a colleague, you're part of that team, you know, your views are valued, whereas if you're doing a college course, you're just coming to do your work placement and go.
Early years as a sector and as a profession is constantly ever-changing, ever-growing, and we need young people to be coming in and bringing those fresh eyes and bringing that fresh learning. And although we're here to support them through their learning, they're always going to bring a new set of skills, a new set of ideas, a new way of looking at things.
I'm currently the head of childcare for All About Children, and I started my career as an apprentice at All About Children. I knew that I wanted to work in childcare, but not too sure what avenue I wanted to take. So one of my friends actually talked to me about the option of an apprenticeship, and I thought actually that kind of works for me really, because it's you know, on-the-job training and also being able to get paid. So I thought that sounds fantastic, which I think it supported me a lot to where I am now, particularly because I got to know, you know, all areas of the role, which was fantastic. I then became a qualified practitioner and then moved all the way through the ranks, and now I'm the head of childcare for All About Children.
Those quality interactions that you'll need to have with those children are only gained through experience, by observing those people around you and being a part of that and being involved in what you're eventually hopefully going to be doing.
I think it's better for me to do an apprenticeship because I'm better with hands-on work rather than being stuck in front of a computer, and it's nicer to learn hands-on because you get the experience at the same time.
When I first started in All About Children with my apprentice, I was very nervous, but now, over the 2 years that I've done my apprenticeship, I'm more confident in myself in general. You receive a lot of support to promote your self-esteem and your self-confidence.
I wanted to do an apprenticeship to open doors for me in the future because I have such a passion for working with children.
You're more hands-on, you're working with people who are doing the work, and I think it's really beneficial for your experience rather than doing the course at college.
The benefits of doing an apprenticeship is that I learn the procedures and policies of my settings and I can implement it in my daily routine as well as my coursework so that I'm aware of what is expected of me.
Learning on the job, I think, is the best way to get into childcare, and you get to earn money as well while you're doing it, and then you're completely ready for your career once you've finished your apprenticeship.
All About Children is a large nationwide group of day nurseries. We have nurseries up and down the country providing childcare that supports them individually. So each child has a key person who is there to understand the child's needs and what we can do to further their development. We really think it's important that our approach is flexible, that the children come first, and actually it's very much about what works for the children, and that makes us unique to many other settings.
The advice I'd give to someone doing an apprenticeship is to never give up on it, and just remember that you always have the support around you that you need. The tutors are always there if you're stuck or if you ever need help, and actually use your knowledge that you learn from the apprenticeship in the classroom day to day.
I think when you start your apprenticeship, you're excited to get going, and every day sort of passes you by really quickly. But as long as you're organised and you communicate with your team, you're onto a winner.
Don't be afraid to get involved because that's what you're supposed to do. It's okay that you get messy some days. Get involved, get stuck in, and you'll really enjoy it.
The people that make the company run are full of experience and full of knowledge. They will always pass that information down to you, and they will always be there to support you. For me, that is one of the big reasons why I would choose All About Children.
So with the apprentices that we take on, it's all in-house training that we provide, and the training that we provide from All About Children is outstanding practice. And through that, we can then bestow that onto them, and then they can become outstanding practitioners also.
From working in the room to management have helped really support my apprenticeship and really supported helping to get my level 3 and to continue that feedback as well. So it's all like a circle of communication between my teammates, my management and my tutor.
I've chosen to work at All About Children because I've always seen the All About Children nurseries dotted around my area that I live in, and I've always just heard good things about them and that they've been lovely nurseries.
Actually, I was referred by a friend. They talked so much about how much they enjoyed the company, how sort of looked after they were, and how much their day-to-day was just quite wonderful.
At All About Children, we mentor our apprentices to ensure they're getting the best quality standard through the apprenticeship scheme, ensuring that they're getting one-to-one meetings on a regular basis, weekly and monthly. We check up if they're doing their coursework and how their coursework is going, and just providing an overall mentorship for them.
Some of my colleagues have years of experience in early years, so working with them and getting that advice and tips really puts me in the right direction.
Oh, you get amazing support from your team, your room leaders, your managers, everyone that works there.
Working with All About Children has helped me to continue my practice, continue learning and continue developing my practice. Now I've got those skills from my apprenticeship.
I was really shy when I first started and nervous about setting up activities. My room leader is also my mentor. She's really good at giving me enough freedom to be able to showcase what I've learnt so far, but then also provide on-the-spot feedback. But they've been really good at supporting me and allowing me to put my ideas forward.
All my colleagues I can go to, my room leader, my manager, my deputy, they're all there to support me. And it's like one big family, we always support each other.
When I first started it, I didn't know anything at all, and I came into the room and my room leader, she introduced me, showed me all the things that to do with the baby, so sterilising, things like the nappy room, which is the changing rooms. I didn't know what it was or what it was used for, but now within these last 10 months I've learnt so much. I've learnt about the policies, why we have to do things, and how I was at the beginning, so leaps and bounds. Leaps and bounds.
Yeah, so I've literally just finished it today, my level 3, and it's honestly so exciting. Looking forward to all the responsibility I'm going to take on and all the different sort of changes that were going to happen in my setting.
We want our apprentices to see that when finishing an apprenticeship, there's a job for them. We're quite fortunate as well because a lot of our nurseries are in locations where they could potentially transfer. So, for example, if you are ready to progress into a room leader, there might not be a room leader role at your current nursery, but you could look within the local area and there might be a potential for you to move over.
My plans for the future is still to work with All About Children. I enjoy working with this company, so it's continuing to improve my practice and it's helping me to understand what areas that I want to go into if I do higher up and still working in the childcare sector.
My future aspirations would be to go on to do my level 3 with All About Children. I want to potentially become a room leader or a manager and move up the ranks.
Get myself out of my comfort zone, do things that I'm not usually used to, become a good practitioner, hopefully carry on this work once I finish my apprenticeship. And yeah, that's something that I'm really looking forward to.
If you are looking at getting into an apprenticeship, please go to the All About Children website where you'll be able to inquire there. And from that process, you will come in for an interview and you'll also get a stay-in-play session. So that's for you to be able to get a feel for the job, to see if this is something that you're interested in. And then from that point, we can then sign you up to do your apprenticeship with us.
I'd say get stuck in it, just get stuck in it and you'll go far.